prepared because I'm chosen. And money is the motive, so I put my mind in motion. Cold enough to go to hell and leave the devil frozen. While I maintain my focus, just prepare for my explosion. These rappers filled with envy in their eyes, I see them hoping that I end up dead, body floating in the ocean. Broke is just a joke, I'm laughing at them cause they joking. Never ran from confrontation, conversations always open. When it come to action, man, I'm running with my pack. You at the line, I quarterback. They think it's music more than that. And my flow just like codeine, that mean I know just how to act. Then I high-tech your dreams, you feel you sleep, then it's a rap. When I rap, ain't no lying that. Make them step back, that's a fact. It's a death match, chop like lumberjack. And I'll tell a pussy nigga to his face, boy, it ain't shit. Hotter than the slave ship, I go harder than pavement. As an artist, I want to like gravitate towards being more of like everything, like to the point where I can make songs, like produce songs in country, pop. Just I want to be all over the place. I literally want to be music itself. That's my vision as an artist, and to become the Michael Jackson of hip hop. Yeah. Them bitches stay when they text us, no reply, cause I'm fucking high. And when you ask these women, I'm that guy, and I'm fly like a bird. I know she can't fight the urge when I splurge. She moves them hips to make my dick emerge. Gon' get it, girl, I'ma feel that Dutchie if you split it, take a visit. I'm smoking on that strong, getting lifted while you tripping. This life is like a midget, why you bitching, why you bitching? It might just be the fact a nigga gifted like it's Christmas. You gon' roll if you smoke. You gon' roll if you smoke. I got hoes and they smoke. Bang, bang. Nigga, just fuck what you say. Smoking that pack to the face. Drinking that liquor, don't chase. Pull up, I'm knocking the bass.
Better yet, though, what type of impact do you want your music to have? I mean, you mentioned, you want to do that Michael Jackson and hip hop, but what impacts did Michael Jackson have in order to, gain such a big name like that?
I mean, like, his music was so universal. It was like, no matter what, even you ask little kids, like, do you know who Michael Jackson is? Like, yeah, like, the things that he did basically emulated itself into like generations forever. Like, that's really truly what I feel greatness is. Like, you will forever be relevant, like, no matter what. If you look at like Michael Jordan or Kobe or Magic, like Larry Bird, their image in general is just forever. Elvis, Tupac, Biggie, like Nas, Jay-Z, Drake is becoming one of those forevers, Wayne. And like most of the people that I'm naming, I would like look up to and admire. And Floyd Mayweather, like, I feel like most of the people that I look after or like look up to are like have like at some point been at the top of the game, like no matter what. Like, I feel like that's something that you should look up to. Like, why would you want to be anything less than the top? And the people competing with you, like, you'll always have competitors, but just let your craft speak to itself.
So what inspires you or influences you, for that matter?
What really influences me is people in general. Like, they could be famous, they could be homeless or whatever. Like, I look at homeless people and I'm like, why isn't anyone reaching out to help? Like, they're people too, and I feel like they're more treated like just space instead of like an actual person. And so I feel like that's a motivation. Like, seeing my friends go through situations in life, like, it like really helps me keep myself out of trouble, because you can't make money if you in jail, and like you can't be successful if you're tied up with trouble. So I feel like just people in general, their energy, vibes, they're very influential. Like, just living is influential in general.
How about records? Do you have any favorite records from back in the day, Motown, anything even further than Jackson?
Let me think. Records from back in the day. Well, let's say like from a hip hop standpoint, The Bridge. I think that was like, New York was the birthplace of hip hop. Like, I feel like, in a sense, and like some people might argue with me or whatever. But I don't really care. But other than that, man, I could go to like people like the Beatles. Motown like literally was one of the best things to ever, like, it's mentioned in music because it has such an impact. I think anything that comes out of Motown or anything that's like from Motown should be recognized as something great just because it just came from it. Like, that's just, and they knew how to make some good music and develop some great artists.
I agree.
Hundreds on my mind, 50s on my mind, 20s on my mind, nigga, I be on my grind. Bitch, I got the sauce, be your own boss. No dinner, but I floss, nigga, I won't take a loss. Hundreds, 50s, 20s, run it. Hundreds, 50s, 20s, run it. Hundreds, 50s, 20s, count it. Hundreds, 50s, 20s, run 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 it up, run it up, run it up, run it up.
Now, what do you believe separates you from the rest of the artists here in Colorado?
That's a good question. I feel like what really separates me from everyone else is I feel like rappers out here, like artists in general, are like they're too cocky and they're like too ahead of themselves. I feel like what really like separates me is like I know that I'm not rich yet, so I'm not gonna act like it, and I'm not gonna like act any funny way towards anyone just because like I get a certain type of attention. Like, everyone likes attention, but like I try my best not to let it like keep my head like bigger, like, cause I already talk enough shit in my music. So like that alone is just like, yeah, like leave it at that. But like outside of music, it's just I'm just a normal nigga, to be honest. Just, I mean, and another thing is I feel like I have like a good aspect in like being an artist and being a businessman, like being able to work in both. And another thing is like I feel like some rappers like follow into like they'll like pick up a trend and like run with it instead of like standing out and be unique, like making their sound them. Like, of course there's music that you get ideas from and everything like that, but like at the same time, like I don't really pay attention to new music. I prefer to like listen to myself, or like from time to time like listen to things from the past. And people will be like, you hear that new Kevin Gates? I'm like, hell no. But I fuck with Kevin Gates like tough. I'm just like, I didn't know he came out with anything because I'm just so like involved with everything that's going on with the clothing line.
Oh, right on. Is that dope culture?
Yeah, dope culture. And then we got some like more designs coming through, so you know, that should be great. And I feel like another thing that separates me, man, is just like nobody's really like for real. Like, I feel like no one's really trying to work together, and I'm just willing to work. Like, if we could collab ideas and everything, like I got some big ideas that'll like push Colorado into like the right direction. And like that's another thing that separates me from all of them, is like I'd rather pull everyone, like even the people here. Like, there's unique people in Colorado, there's beautiful women in Colorado that could be in those Victoria's Secret walkways or fashion shows, magazines, and like I just feel like I'm just different because I want to put us as like a stamp, like Colorado is the place to be and Colorado is the place to do it, like one of those places. Keep yourself a mystery, don't speak about it, just peep the game and learn the memory. Any rapper to step now, from here is history. Put you out your misery, I'm picking off my enemies, my energy. My name is DopeBoyDuce, I got the remedy. Contraband dope to the lab, trap chemistry. Question ones around like, are you really friends of me? Or is that just one of the things that you pretend to be? So tired of these fakes, all these snakes up in my face, all the bullshit I erase off the paper that I chase. I just roll it up and bake that Mary Jane and getting cake. Just like shoestrings, I'm laced, I'm a fucking dope cake. What you mean?
Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
To be honest, the next 10 years, I don't even know where I can see myself in the next 3 hours. Because I feel like time and just time in general, anything can happen. Like literally, like if you're an artist or anything, you have something exposed just sitting there. Like I have music on SoundCloud, YouTube. Like at any moment, any second of the day, it can come to the right ear, and I could blow up at any moment. That's another thing that drives me really. And so like, I feel like that would be one of those things that's just like a must. And back to what she said about breaking away from the community, like rappers are breaking away. That's dumb. The dumbest shit ever. I don't know why people would do that, because the most important aspect of all of this to make this shit work is the people. So you have to take care of your people for them to take care of you. And so in a sense, if you're breaking away from the community and acting like, oh, like you're too good for everybody, they're like really like, they don't like that. Like people won't buy into an asshole, or people will not invest their time into an asshole.
I agree.
So yeah.
Well, right on, man. Well, I appreciate you coming through and having this interview, and best of luck in the next endeavors, man. It's looking good, brother.
So you're telling me that O'Shea said, so do we have to pack it out just for like a regular night to get it, or do we have to like pack it out as in like have a show, pack it out?
It don't matter. He says, well, okay, so this Friday we have to pack it out this Friday in order to get the rest of the Fridays basically. He wants to see if we can get 100 people in there by 1.
Bro, Friday? On a Friday?
Yeah.
That's a good day to have too, low key.
Exactly.
So shit, let's get it then. That's a go.
Yeah.
What you on right now?
I'm about to.
What do you think of the music so far from DopeBoyDuce, from that aspect?
Man, I think it's tight. There's a lot of, you can tell he's a well-rounded artist, you know what I'm saying? So he's got a vision, man. He's got a vision, you know what I'm saying? He can picture things in his mind, and he knows how he wants it to sound, and he makes it happen. Very, very, very visual, you know? Very heady dude, heady artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll bring you right into the music, man. I think that's cool.